Okay guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. So first off, thanks for subscribing if you're a subscriber. If not, what's taking you so long to subscribe? Just hit that little button. It's just a little simple thing to do and you'll be up to date with all my videos. So on this video, this is going to be a first in a series that I'll be doing on ink cartridges and the recovering the gold from ink cartridges. So what I want everyone to do that's watching this video, if they can, please, if you have a YouTube channel or you have a community tab or Facebook page, Twitter, if you could please share out this video. I just want to try out something and see, does it actually, if more people share your video, will it get you higher up on the YouTube recognition? Will they recommend your videos more? Stuff like that, because I'd like to just see if I can push the channel on another little bit. So I can only do that if people help me by sharing out my videos, stuff like that. So that's about it. That's really all I want to ask people to do. It's just it takes a couple of seconds of your time and it'll mean a lot to me if you could do that, please. So it's just share it on your Facebook page, share it on your Twitter if you have one, share it on, if you have a YouTube channel, if you could give me a shout out or cheer it or whatever, I would really appreciate that. Just want to see if it would help my channel grow a bit. I'm not saying you have to do it or anything like that, but I'd appreciate it if you would. So first off, for this I always try and put gloves on, because ink cartridges will, as the word goes, ink, contain ink. So they can be messy, you can be covered in ink, so I just like to put on a pair of gloves so that I don't get a lot of ink on my hands. We'll see how much ink is on the gloves by the time I'm finished. So it's just a pair of regular gloves. I'd also like to give a shout out there to Flippin' Irish, who are another scrapping channel. They go around scrapping, but they've had a new arrival to the family, so congratulations guys. Hope all is going well for you. So a little utility knife, or a Stanley knife as I call them. Most people call them utility knives, just a little Stanley knife. So sharp, so just be careful with it when we're doing it. I have a little container where I will put, I'll show you what I'm going to be taking off these. So as you can see on this ink cartridge, we have a little foil or ribbon that contains some little gold dots. Also under here will be some gold, but I'm not going to bother with that today. I might do that in another video, because that gets very messy and sometimes it's not really worth the hassle to get out that little chip underneath there. So it's up to yourself if you want to do it. There's plenty of videos up there where people have done it. I think Moose Scrapper has done it, stuff like that. And the other type of cartridge we're looking at is something like this, which you can see has a little chip on it, and that chip has a gold flashing on it. So straight away we'd say, if I want to remove that little chip, I'll just use my knife and I'll try and get in underneath it, or from some side of it, and just pry it away from the actual cartridge itself. So that's the little chip which contains the gold flashing on it. On the back of it will usually be a little epoxy dot, and underneath that epoxy dot will be some more gold. So you can incinerate the chip if you want to get in underneath that, or if you just are happy to get the gold that's on here, you can just put that straight in with your ram fingers and stuff like that. So I'll show you a couple of different methods as the series goes on how to recover the gold from these chips. So that's just a little chip, and we'll go back to that original cartridge which I had in my hand, which was this one. So again, if you look here, this is a bit more awkward. I'm not a big fan of these cartridges. It's a matter of getting the utility knife in under the ribbon and try and loosen it. Sometimes the glues are very strong, so as you can see it falls apart on it. So that's what I don't really like, the way it can fall apart on it when you're taking it off. It's very well glued. I'm not a big fan of these cartridges. Sometimes you can just cut it from this side and try and take some of it apart. Again, you can see some gold underneath here. Try and focus. So a little bit of gold there. So again, any of that ribbon you can get off. So again, just removed it there. So as I say, it doesn't always come off in one piece, it can come off in bits and pieces. So again, you see some gold flashing on that. So we'll just put that in there. And again, I have some dots of it left here, which I will try and remove with a knife, which I have. So that's it. So as I say, they're not the one I'm most favourite of. I'm not a big fan of them. They're a lot of work to it for what you're going to get off it. So you can see there little dots of little gold. I can maneuver my knife. So not even stuck to the glove, but you know what I mean there. So there's some ink off it. So I prefer these because they're just straightforward. As long as you can get your knife in underneath somewhere, if you can spot a little place where you can get your knife in underneath, and then you can just remove the chip from it. So again, you can see the little epoxy on the back, or the resin, and you can see on the front the gold chip. The thing about this is you're not going to get rich on ink cartridges unless you've got a really good supply now again, but they are easy enough to get hold of because you'd say most people will know someone that works in an office or works in a school, works in a hospital, somewhere where there's a lot of ink being used. They have to dispose of their cartridges. So as long as you dispose of them afterwards in an environmentally way, get them sent back for recycling, whatever, I'm sure there'll be no issue people giving you the cartridges. As long as you're not just dumping them after you're finished. I say these go into recycling. So here's another one here. So again, we'll try and find a spot where it's easy to get the utility knife in under. So probably just down around here somewhere, hopefully. You have to watch that the knife doesn't slip and cut you. So this one is a lot harder to get in underneath, but we'll eventually find a spot. Might be up this side maybe. There we go. So once you find that spot, the little chip will come away from the actual cartridge. So as you can see, there's some nice gold flashing on it, and on the far side again the epoxy, and on this one we have some sort of covering underneath it, and it looks like there's like a battery of some sort in underneath there, which I've not come across before. So I'll leave that aside, and maybe later in the video we'll pry that off and have a look and see what's underneath that. So if anyone knows what that is or what it's used for, just leave it in the comments there, guys. So again, you can see here, this is where the thing, so I'm going to try this time maybe from, if I can remove it from here first, if it'll come away. Not such, it just broke away, but again, you can see a little bit of gold on there. Tiny little bits of gold bonding wires. So again, just hold on to it. If you've ever taken off, it's just a matter of holding on to it. So let's see if we can try and pry this bit away. So again, you can see, just see it breaks away. So that's the reason I'm not a big fan of these. They're just a lot of work to it. So if people are using these cartridges, I don't really look for them that often off them. It's just too much work. So again, we have another cartridge here. Knife in underneath it. Pry away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video there. I'm going to work away on these cartridges. We'll come back and we'll see what sort of amount we got, and we'll just have a quick chat at the end of the video, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show what my next two scrap outs are, and you'll get to vote on which one I should scrap first for the next video. So make sure you watch the whole video, and you can see what I'm planning on scrapping out, and you can let me know which one you think I should scrap out next. Okay, so as you can see, I've cleared away all them cartridges that were there in front of me. I just have one left, and the reason I left this one is I wanted to show you this type of one as well. It's similar to, it's kind of cross between the chips that pull off and the ribbons. It looks like a chip, but it's actually a ribbon of sorts. It's a sticky chip. We'd call it a sticky chip. So it's just a matter of getting the knife in underneath, and once you start to get it lifted, you should be able to pull it off like that. So you can see there, just removed it completely from it, and we're left here with the actual chip, but it's quite sticky on one side, and then you have your gold on the other side of it. So it's just put in with the rest of the chips again, and as I say, there's different ways you can get the gold from that. You can just, if you just want to see the visible gold that you can see, you can just put it straight into where you would your trimmed ram fingers. Do it the process the same way. If you want to get the gold bonding wires from underneath the epoxy, you can burn the whole lot and recover it that way. Burn the epoxy and it should release the gold bonding wires underneath. So we'll just take that off on the way with it. If I can get that off my finger because of the stickiness. Just going from one finger, there we go. So as you can see, gloves have a good bit of ink on them. So that's the reason I had to wear the gloves, so we can take them off now, because we've done there. So it saves your hands. You can still see a bit of ink that I got on it before I put the gloves on, or there must be a hole in the glove or something. So there's my chips from the thing, and a few of the ribbons. As I left the ribbon ones aside because I couldn't be bothered wasting that much time on them, because the amount of gold on them isn't really worth the hassle. So if you work somewhere where there's ink cartridges and they're throwing them out, before they throw them out or before they send them for recycling or whatever they're doing with them, just remove the gold chip from them and just collect them up. It doesn't take, it takes that amount of chips there. I collected in less than 10 minutes worth of work to pulling them off. So we've left them with these three oddball ones, which had this on the back of them, which I was wondering what was underneath them. So as I would come back to it and have a look, so we'll pull it off and see. It looked like it was a battery of some sort underneath it, but I don't know what there would be a battery for, but we'll see if we can remove it somehow. So it's quite difficult to get off. Let me see if we can maybe use the snips to snip it off. There we go. So underneath it, a little bit of gold. Again, you can see the gold on there. If I zoom out a bit, you can see the shine of the gold. And we'll have a look at this. So it is a battery of sorts, which is something I've never come across before, but it's been a while since I've done ink cartridges. So that's something new. If anyone knows anything about that or why they would be on it, just let me know in the comments below. So before I finish up on the video, as I said earlier on, please make sure you share this video out on any of your social networks that you use. I just want to try and build up my channel a bit. So again, I'll just remove that again, take the battery off it. And we've got our little gold underneath, and again we have the epoxy here. Sometimes if you bend that over, you can crack the epoxy off it, which this one I can't. I just cracked the whole chip. But again, if you do that, you can burn that off and release the gold bond wires that'll be underneath it. You might as well just do the last one. So again, just use the snips to pull it off. So a little battery, and we have you can see the gold just here. So as I said at the start of the video, please share it out, like, subscribe if you're not a subscriber to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let me know where you're watching from, what country you're in. If you're into recycling, let me know what you like to recycle, stuff like that. So the other thing I said at the start of the video was later on in the video I was going to give 2 items that we're going to scrap out. These are 2 items that I've tried selling on eBay first, because again, scrap is going to be the lowest value you're going to get. They weren't working things, so I was selling them as parts that someone may want to get parts out of them for a device they had themselves. So the first thing is a Philips CD player with USB and a docking station on it for the old iPods or Windows player. Sorry, it was on this one. Yeah, it was a Windows player. So for an old Philips for Windows players. So it's a while since that's been on the go. So that's item number 1. So we'll call that, if you want me to scrap that one out, you put a 1 in the comment. I'm going to scrap both of them out, but if you want the next video to be on this one, put a 1 in the comments after you leave whatever other comment you want to leave. Just write number 1. And the second thing is a very, very old radio with a built-in TV in it. Again, it's not working. So you can see there's a handle here on it, and if I can't get any year on it, so it says X-ray approved, X-ray regulations, blah blah, 1987, January 1987 is on that sticker. So that's from January 1987. So if you want me to scrap that one out on the next video, put a number 2 in it. So number 1 for the Philips CD player, and number 2 for the, what make is this? Supertech is the make. So it had a little built-in TV and had a radio, alarm, timers, TV band, UHF, VHF, stuff like that. So you could go between TV, your radio, FM and thing, and you had your power on off, volume up and down. So that at the time would have been probably a very expensive item. So they're the 2 items that I have next for my videos. So whichever one you want to see next, let me know in the comments below. So 1 for the Philips CD player, which is there, and 2 for this item. So thanks for watching, guys, and till the next video, keep trying to find them little bits of gold that'll all add up to a nice little bit, hopefully, when we get around to processing everything, that we'll have a nice little bit of gold in hand to see what it's like. So gold prices are on the way up at the moment, so hopefully they keep going that way and make it even more profitable from this little hobby. Thanks for watching, guys.